All right, everybody, welcome back. And it's Sunday night going into ES Futures. Here's your blueprint going forward. So one thing I want to point out is that I noticed that uh, the amount of money I need to use per contract has went down, which means the overall market sentiment is that we are not going to be as volatile as we've been, which is kind of a bummer for me. Um, but anyways, just keep that in mind. So we'll kind of keep track of the average trading range for the ES and SPX kind of going forward. We might not get those big moves, but then again, who knows, right? Nobody knows anything. So here's our blueprint. I'm looking at a 4 hour on the ES, the new contract here, ES M8, the June contract. And what we're looking at here is a LIS, basically a 2756.50, currently down 2.25 points. We have this zone here. I have this dotted line here. The overall range, everyone, from way back in the day, this big drop here, it just happens to be at the 38.2, and we've been bouncing there. It has been tested 3 times, so therefore it is not fresh. Okay, lurking below there, we have the 50, which just happens to be at my fresh zone. Okay, so keep that in mind. Fresh as in this trend here has not pulled back into this. I'm hoping we get a nice bounce here in the 38.2. It's been pretty weak, to be honest with you. We are creating higher lows out of this box. The only time we're going to be concerned is if we break this control low. Now, if you're into moving averages, like some people out there, one thing to note here is we have dropped under the 50. And I will say this, sometimes when we drop under the 50, we don't want to be long in the position. So let's just watch for now. But for some zones, keep in mind we could come down here to 2745. And if we break this control low here, let me just get my crosshairs lined up here. Roughly around 2745. Yeah, if that breaks, guys, we're going to shoot for 23.6 of the box to start with. Um, it's going to look something like this. So we're going to shoot for 2740, and if that breaks down below, look for price to come into this zone right here at 2730. Okay, so think about that tomorrow. If we pop up here above the LIS and start headed up, but it looks kind of weak, be thinking about puts on the downside here at these targets that I'm giving you at the 23.6, and basically from 2733 all the way down to 2726. Okay. So that's something for the downside. Now on the upside, if we can get above the LIS, remember the LIS is going to act as resistance on a down day. All right. And then on an up day, an open gap on the inside of this range here, it's going to act as support. If we can get above here, this is going to be continuation candles resistance. That's what this yellow line is here. And as you guys can see, that yellow or that continuation candle that I found on a different time frame has given us a lot of problems here. All right, so if we can get past this guy, then let's shoot for this zone here. Now on a 4 hour, this guy hasn't been tested. Look at this move out. This is powerful. So what I will tell you is that once we get up here, if we get up here to the 2776 level, I will be out of any long positions there and see how we can react to this box. Um, for me, I'd probably take my first shot at put side here or go short in the futures here. All right, so again, up target here. We want to get back up to 2766 above the LIS and then off to 2776. And if none of that works, we're going down here to 2740 and between 2733 to 27. 2, 3. I mean, honestly, this whole range in here, if this breaks down, okay? But you guys know how it is. I'm showing you a 4 hour chart. Once we get into tomorrow, we'll pop around into 5, 10, 15-minute charts, 9-minute, who knows, okay? But we know what we need to do. So that's ES. I'm going to go ahead and close this out, and I'll be giving you some watches for tonight going into tomorrow. And if any of you guys are interested in seeing something a little bit different, please let me know. I did pull, I just keep creating rooms. I think it's going to be a little hard when we're in the main chat here. And let's see, over here at main chat, I had to scroll up to find, the watches that I posted out there. So I went ahead and put a watch right here. let's see here. There we go. The watch list. Okay. So what that channel is going to be is open Sunday through Friday, and I'll be updating anything that's on my watch list. And what I'll give you is entries and exits or targets. Remember, if we have an entry on the bottom, we're looking to go long there, especially if the market conditions are good. All right. We always get pullbacks into our buy zones. If the market conditions are not good, we want to watch as price gets into those entries, okay? That's what we have to do. We have to be patient and just remember that sometimes being patient really pays off. So going forward, we'll take it a little bit slower depending on market conditions before opening positions. But other than that, just look out for some new videos coming your way into there and please watch them. Our watch list has proven to be very, very strong and it really works out in the best part. So if you guys have questions, please let me know.